And I've got a crazy story for you. Tupac Shakur's aunt has become the first woman on the FBI's most wanted list. Assata Shakur has been spoken of and praised by rappers like Common, Mos Def, and many other people. She was charged in 1977 with murdering a cop on a New Jersey Turnpike, and in 1979 she escaped. Her brother Mutulu Shakur, which was a huge influence to Tupac, helped her get away, and he got caught in trouble, but she escaped to Cuba, where Castro gave her political asylum ever since 1984. She's tried to put out books since then. They've tried to hit her with the Son of Sam law, where she can't make no money on them, but she's fought it. She's put out other books, and that's where she sits to this day, and they have upped the amount of money, the reward on her head is gone from $1 million up to $2 million. Now, Tupac involved here makes this whole thing so much more interesting for me, because Tupac, believe it or not, is the person that woke me up. Machiavelli, the Don Illuminati. I asked myself, what is the Don Illuminati? I figured out who the Illuminati was, and then I realized this whole thing was a big game. And Tupac realized this too. He fought against it. They tried to kill him. And I believe Tupac attempted to fake his death. He's told me every single thing about it. All of his music. He says that he states it every bit of his plan. He planned to take advantage of a loophole he found in the game and sit back and stack chips tax-free. He faked his death like Machiavelli, and he could kill his enemies if he wanted to. But first thing was escaping the beast, because after the whole West Coast, East Coast beef, he realized that it wasn't that. It was that this government had shot him and tried to kill him. And he knew he had to do something. And I hope he's still breathing. That's just me. I love him and I thank him, because he's more than just a rapper or an actor. You know, nobody's perfect, but he woke me up to the game, and I know he fought back. And if it wasn't for him, who knows if I'd even be here right now. So, much love to Tupac Shakur, and if you're breathing, I would support him to the end, and I think millions would too. It would be amazing. But, you know, they kill everybody else on this planet, so it wouldn't surprise me, you know, if he did make it past the first line of defense and fake his death, and then they ended up assassinating him throughout this past few years. I don't know, but maybe he's alive, right? Well, we'd have to have some proof that he's alive, right? Isn't it just crazy that Tupac Shakur's aunt is the new female Osama bin Laden, the #1 wanted woman by the FBI? Well, who's the most wanted men by the FBI? Well, normally, every time I can ever remember, when they put out a Muslim terrorist or whatever, they have a name attached, some kind of name. Now they don't. But the photos is what caught my eye and made my jaw drop. Front and center. Now, if I was to put this photo out there, which I'm doing right now, and I'm going to ask everybody, who does this photo look like to you? If you've ever seen anybody that looks like this, who does that look like? My vote would be Tupac Shakur. And I'm not saying it is, but I find it very interesting that they just come out and announce that Tupac's aunt is now the most wanted woman on the planet, and then they announce these 3 Benghazi suspects, and the one front and center looks dead on Tupac. What's up with that? Coincidence? I don't know. Either way, long live Machiavelli, in my opinion. And we have Tupac's aunt, Assata Shakur, is the first woman on the FBI's most wanted list. So, I'm not sure if they're going to start blasting this all across the mainstream media or what, but I mean, I'm seeing it come out of different outlets.
Now, Suge, there are a lot of people that think you were involved in the murder of Tupac Shakur. How does that make you feel? Talk about it.
You know, a lot of people say, well, God's gonna judge me. I got a 45-inch bullet in my head, into my skull by grabbing Tupac, pulling him down. That's really what happened. The second part of it is this. People know what happened at the end of the day. You got an individual on there and said, okay, we did this shooting. You know, Puffy was there, Biggie was there. He was already paid for to kill Tupac. This how it happened. And they break everything down to the T. And I'm saying to myself, people say, well, damn, if this dude told the feds and everybody that he's a rep or a former rep out of Compton and they killed Tupac, why didn't he go to jail for murder? Then maybe the question is that Pac really not dead. Pac somewhere else, and maybe they get over. Maybe it's like
you're gonna start a whole nother.
I mean, it's the truth if you really look at it.
Did you see Tupac dead?
Nobody's seen Tupac dead. The thing is this: the person who supposedly cremated Tupac, who his mother wanted done quickly, if he passed. So this guy got about $3 million personally for me, cash. And next thing I know, I never heard from the guy since again. He retired and left.
Dama left him with his legacy to carry on. A lot of talking rumors on us, who's the hottest, to be honest. Hip-hop ain't been the same since Tupac moved to Cuba on us. Hey, yo,
His code name was Machiavelli, like mine is Simon. And if you know the story of Machiavelli, he faked his own death. But at the same time, you know, they wanted to put Pac back in prison. And Pac would fake his own death and disappear before he go back to prison.